I picked up on music in like 2020, I think.
Damn, so you just starting off? You just the new guy?
Hey yo, Benjamin, Ben, Peanut, that nigga boss black. 2 kids, daddy to them, a nigga love that. And road to Carry Avenue, shit I love.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy, the Las Vegas Legends. We here from It's Gorgeous Music Studios, man. Another Code 7 exclusive. Shout out to Skinny, shout out to Tizzle, shout out to the whole Code 7 Army. Hey man, tonight's guest is none other than TYDP. TYDP, what's up, man?
What's good, man?
What up? Give me some doubt, my nigga. Got some young niggas in the building tonight, baby. Hey, ready to party, man. TYDP. For the people that don't know, man, like, young producer got a tag. TYDP. TYDP. It's him, man. This the guy, man. You got an album out, Circus.
Yep. You can see.
Yeah, you wearing this merch, bro.
Yeah.
I like the album, bro.
Appreciate that.
I think you needed to do it, man. Let's talk about it. Did you start off as a producer? Like, let's talk about from how you got to today.
So when I picked up on producing, because at first I had no idea that I even was gonna make beats. So my cousin, he's actually on the album, and he's the one that showed me how to make beats, because he's been making beats since I was probably in elementary school.
Okay.
And he came and stayed with us for a year in 2018, and he used to just make beats on my computer. And I was like, dang. He left, and then he had FL Studio on my computer, so I was like, why not? And then he listened to my first beat ever, and he was like, what are you doing? Why'd you stop making it? I was like, I didn't know what I was doing. He was like, yeah, that was hard. If you would have just kept going, it would have turned into something else. And then from there, I just started sending beats to people. I started making beats. The first person I actually started sending beats to was Tay Bands. When he first started rapping, when he first started.
Okay.
I think it was like that Stitch Lip was that first beat that I did for him.
TYDP. Hey. That shit hard. That nigga though.
Okay.
He didn't know I made beats because I was just starting doing it. I didn't even know he was rapping until I seen him on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I just hit him up. I was like, I got some beats, sent it to him. Then I ended up producing almost like a whole album for him, I think. I forgot which one it was, because that was a long time ago. And I done made so many more beats since then. But I did that, and then I picked up on music in like 2020, I think.
Damn, so you just starting off? You just the new guy?
Yeah, like I'm really brand new at making music. Like, I didn't start taking it serious until 2022. Like 2020, I only made one song, and it was my first ever song. So I just decided I was gonna pick up on it, just try it out, because I was just in the mood for it. I made a fire beat because like I was already a producer, so I just made this beat. I was like, oh, this would sound cool, and I came up with a hook, because some people start suggesting that I should sell beats with the hook just to see if you know, they would use it or not.
Right.
Just to see, and then I came up with something, and I just kept going with it. And I just didn't stop. A lot of people stopped making music while I started making music. I was trying to, bring up a whole bunch of people, but everybody wasn't being as consistent with it. That was really the main reason why I wanted to do the album.
You definitely move fast, and you definitely learn fast, because your production quality, like, it's great, bro.
Appreciate it.
For you to be a young guy, like, how old are you, T.Y.?
22.
Yeah, for you to be like a young guy, bro, you great. You know what I'm saying? You sound good.
Appreciate that.
The guys and gals, the people that rap on your beats, they sound good. It don't sound like no shit you just started doing a couple years ago.
Right.
So shout out to you, man. And like, one thing I always have to tell myself is like, rap don't have timelines and age limits.
Right.
Greatness is just greatness, bro. Right. Intelligence, wisdom, good work, good art. It don't have no age.
Right.
You just hope that it grow old with you and shit.
Of course.
So shout out to you, man. I know the first time I really tapped into you was through the little kids, the younger kids, Goldie and Mari. Yeah,
that's how I started even getting into music for real, because of them. Because I was writing a couple of songs for them, made some beats for them. I was really just trying to help them out because they wanted to do it, and I was just a part of it. It was like a challenge.
Right.
It was Mari and Kyrie.
Yeah.
And then that song that they did got them introduced to Goldie, and then they all came together.
Yeah. Shout out to Prince Goldie, Kyrie,
Right.
Mari. Like, how is it working with kids versus working with adults?
So it's definitely a whole, like, you have to literally put yourself in a kid's mind and be like, you know what? Like, what would a kid want to listen to? What would they be thinking when they're making songs? And then it's so hard because you got to transition back over to your own music.
Right.
And then you got to think, you like, all right, now I can't be thinking like a little kid anymore. I have to actually think like my normal self. Like, you have to really, like, lock in when you're doing kids music. It's really not easy at all. It seems like it's an easy thing to do, but to make a good kid song, it's not easy at all.
Interesting. You would think it was easy because it's kind of simple, but yeah, I could see why it's not easy.
Right. It's because sometimes it be too advanced for them. Like,
Right.
they can sing other songs that they hear on the radio,
Right.
but it be too advanced if you like thinking like yourself in a kid song. Like, you'd be like, why would a kid be thinking about this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they probably thinking about Fortnite or the game or something. They're not really thinking about
Shit, that's what I be thinking
Right.
about. Why you bullshit, nigga? That's what I be thinking about, nigga. I'm thinking about that shit right now. Like, damn, man, when I go home, my nigga, I got careers to build. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got hearts to destroy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you, man. Like, so I can only imagine it. Like, I see how my kids react to it, and they like it, and they look at it like these niggas famous, but I'm looking at it like, damn, I know it take a lot just to get these songs out. You know,
They definitely do.
I know it take a lot to get them to actually be disciplined enough to sit down
Yeah,
and just, you know.
Boy.
So shout out to them too. So I get it. I give the youth the credit because I know, like, you have to be dedicated to this, and when you young, it's hard to be dedicated to shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Be a lot going on.
yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to you for getting them right, man. Them some young stars. So that's how I started, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then East God Selly, bro.
Oh yeah.
East God Selly, man. I heard you with East God Selly. And then I was like, okay, yeah, this nigga's on the radar for life now. How is it working with East God Selly?
That's my guy for real. Like, he I don't understand, like, he's just really like talented. He's super talented. Like, he taught me some things, like when it comes to music and stuff like that. Like, he was the one that taught me how to really like perform. Like, cause I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just getting on stage and rapping. But he was telling me I gotta put on a show. Like, I gotta actually, you know, get the crowd, like entertain the crowd and stuff like that. And then when I had a couple studio sessions with him, like, he's super cool. Like, he's super cool. And he's like, he reminds me of me. Like, he do the same stuff I do. He shoot his own videos, make his own beats, record himself, do everything himself. And it's like, I see myself. Like, that's why I really like working with him a lot. I just recently just went to like his newer studio and was working with him, just seeing what everything he had going on. And that was pretty cool. That was like to finish up the last song off of this new album that
You guys definitely make good music together, and I was like excited to hear him spit over one of your beats and shit. Like, yeah, y'all niggas are talented, bro, and it's always good when talent in the city get together and like work together. And we have our little cliques and camps and shit, but we don't really work together in Vegas like I feel we should. You know,
we really don't. That's why I like being by myself a lot of the time, because we don't like to. That was one of the messages I was trying to promote in my album. Like, people don't really want to come together. Like, we're promoting the wrong thing. Like, we all do the same thing. Why we can't just come together? Because we all have the same end goal. If we would come together, things would just flow a whole lot easier.
I'm glad that you brought your album up and you brought that up because I wanted to ask you a couple questions about the album. The album title, Circus Circus. Mm-hmm. Like, for those at home that's watching this, that's not from Vegas, man, Circus Circus, shit, it's been around for a long time. It's an iconic place.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was one of my favorite places for a long time. Probably till I was like 35. It was my favorite casino.
Yeah, Circus is cool.
So like, I started having kids and they got more expensive.
Nah.
I can't enjoy it like I want to enjoy it. So I stopped going. You know what I mean? We stopped going. But what does the title mean to you, bro?
Circus Circus. Originally, the title of the album wasn't even gonna be Circus Circus.
Okay.
It was gonna be just Circus. Because when you think of circus, you get like a nostalgic feeling, like how you said, like you remember, you think of fun, just like a good time, and that's what I wanted to. And it brings you up, like when you look at a circus act, you think about like it puts you through like a roller coaster, kind of like of feelings and emotions. Because like when you seeing like them do the little acts, you're like, I hope they make it to the other side, or like they can pull this trick off or something. Just like because it's cool. It's like you don't really see people. That's not normal for them people to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so it's different. And I kind of wanted to get that same feeling with my album. I want people to feel that way when they listen to my album. And a lot of people, I'm gonna hold that part on. But how I came up with Circus Circus, because obviously, you know, we live in Vegas and then Circus Circus. So I was like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, I can name it Circus Circus. And then also, because like, you know how Adventure Dome is like inside Circus Circus. So it's like, that's where you go on all the rides. And like, that's where all the thrill and like all the crazy stuff is at in Adventure Dome. You got like, it's kind of more chill at Circus Circus. Like when you go through like
it's old up in there.
The Midway area.
Yeah, it's old.
It's kind of, it's a little bit more chill. It's like more exciting in Adventure Dome. And I kind of wanted to bring that feeling in too, because like you got roller coasters, you got all kinds of stuff in there. So I wanted to bring that side out too, like the rage, like the excitement, like the mosh pit type music. When you listen to my music, just make you want to get in the mosh pit type thing. That's the feeling that I wanted to bring out of it. A lot of people thought I was trying to copy Travis Scott album title, because like, you know, he did the Astroworld thing, and like he tried to bring it back because they took out Six Flags in Houston a long time ago, before I was even born. And then he tried to like turn it into this thing with the festivals and stuff. You feel me? Condolences to the families affected by that.
Oh my God, we went there?
Yeah, had to.
We had to. You're right. Rest in peace. We had to go there.
But yeah, and then I was like, nah, it's not even like that. Like, of course, a lot of my music is inspired by him, but it wasn't that. I didn't try to take that idea. It was just like a thing that just happened.
Right. I feel like, well, Circus Circus is our Astro World. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it was Astro World. Just to give you a little history lesson. It was called Astro World, and it was like their theme park, like Six Flags. Right. So like, I wouldn't compare the two, because that's crazy that you said that, because I didn't think that. I didn't even think of that.
It was really the people that, like, you see I have a Travis Scott shirt on right now.
I didn't think of that.
They're like, that's your favorite artist, of course you're probably trying to copy. I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to copy. It's just that
that's
interesting. It just happened. It just really
I never really peeped that. When I was listening to your album too, like I don't get them vibes, because I'm a Travis Scott fan too, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie, I fucks with Travis Scott. But I didn't think that at first.
You see, and that's crazy.
Until you said that, bro. I never thought that. But I did think that the album, like, okay, it's a circus. And it's like a walk into this fucking crazy world. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like your crazy world and your crazy brain. But yeah, I never would have thought that. Yeah. And I usually be on shit like that, but you know what I'm saying? I'm quick to try to compare a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, okay. I just felt like it was variety, but it was so original. Right, yeah. That's what I wanted. I didn't want it to sound too... And the chances you took, I don't know. I don't think Travis would have took some of the... I don't think he would have did some of the songs you did with, as far as hooks, sounds. Of course. You know, like, I just feel like he wouldn't have took some of them chances you took. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do like a pop song on there. I don't know if he has any like pop music, but... Or he probably do, but not like the one I did. Yeah. It's just, I just kind of took a different route, and I was trying to stray away from trying to sound, because like when I first started making music, it really did sound like that, because that's all I knew. Right. Because like, I don't know, I don't understand why it happened that way, but that's just all I knew. Because Travis was the only other artist that I actually like really liked besides Michael Jackson. Okay. And when Michael Jackson passed, it was like, I don't have nothing now. Like, it was a point in time where I was just like, I wasn't feeling none of the music I was hearing. Like, especially like on the radio, it was like so like repetitive, and it was the same thing. I felt like it was just too much. And then like I heard like a unique sound from Travis, and it really stuck with me. So that's why I really like his music, and that's
probably why I got a lot of inspiration to actually, like, you know, when I first started making music, it sounded just like that, and I was like, I don't like that. I don't want people to be like, it sounds like a Travis Scott song when you hear it. I don't want that. I was working on getting away from that. That's really what this album was too, to let people know, you know, I'm working on my own sound, trying to build myself up as my own person. Don't tie me in with Travis.
You know what I like too though, man? Your lyrics are your personal feelings, your personal advice, your personal stories. And like niggas like Travis Scott had like 10 niggas writing their songs for them.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
And like I said, I'm a fan, so I ain't talking shit. But I'm really on this state of mind where you put 20 niggas from the industry and I got 20 niggas from Vegas.
Right.
You know, that's probably more original, more creative, more compassionate, more real.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. So like when I listen to you say things like that, it's like, man, fuck that nigga. Like, you better than that nigga. Like, that nigga don't even be coming from the heart, nigga. That nigga got 10 niggas telling him what to say, and he don't make his own beats. He got an old white man making his beats for him, nigga. He talking about rage and party. Fuck out of here, nigga. All you do is fuck bitches and eat McDonald's. You don't do none of that shit you talk about. So, like, when I hear that fucking circus, when I hear you actually, like, rapping and not making beats, it's like what I want a producer to hear. I mean, I want a producer to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like Hit Boy. I like Alchemist. Mm-hmm. I like Havoc from Mobb Deep. I like niggas that could produce and rap.
Right.
But when they rap, I don't expect them niggas to be Jay-Z.
Right.
But what I do expect is for them to show me, like, okay, this is how he want people to rap to his beats. Or these are stories he wanted to be told. Because you actually doing that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You made the beats.
Of course, yeah, all of them.
Do you write or do you, like, how do you record?
Well, I used to write. I still do it sometimes, like every once in a while, like I'll just think of something in my brain and then I'll just open my phone, write it down, and then I'll go through them, and then if I can't think of nothing, I'll just go through them and be like, oh, okay, that was hard. And I was like, when did I even write this? And then I'll just say it in the mic or try to make it seem a little bit different than how I wrote it so it doesn't seem like I'm reading it. That was really what it was. And I wanted to try something different with this album. So I didn't write nothing on this album. I freestyled everything. Like, I'm not trying to say that you're supposed to do that. I don't even agree with me doing that.
That's interesting.
Because because when I freestyle the songs, I don't remember nothing I said until after I didn't listen to it 100 times.
Right.
And by then, I don't even like the song no more.
Facts. I know how that is too, bro, because I used to rap and, like, I could freestyle too, like, off the top. And yeah, I could never freestyle a song because nigga, how I'm gonna perform it?
That's what I'm saying.
Or what about mumble it? Or if I accidentally said some weird gay shit? You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I really be against that shit. Like, and I be hearing like Snoop Dogg and shit freestyle. And I'm like, why don't this nigga just write it down?
It do take time though. It take a long time to write, and sometimes it's a little bit more time. Especially it saved a lot more time considering the fact that I had to make the beat, mix the beat, and then also record the vocals. And then if I'm writing, that's going to take another extra time that it's going to take for me to make the song. So that's the only reason why I wanted to try it out, to see if it'll, like, you know, just work on because I overthink so much. And I was like, I'm just going to say whatever I think. And usually the first thing that I think about is what I actually feel. And then I be trying to, when I'm writing, I be like, dang, what if people think this way? Or what if people do this, or what if they don't like that I said this, or what if they don't even recognize that I even said this bar? So it was like, all right, I'm gonna just try this out, see what people think about it. But I'm definitely kind of like going back and forth with the writing and then punching in and freestyle and stuff like that again.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about all the songs you've made through your short history of producing. Like we just talking off cam. How you done produced so many songs you done forgot.
Yeah, it's a lot of beats. I did so many. It's really like when I hear a beat, I won't even. I'm like, why does that beat sound familiar? Like I won't even think that I made it, but I'll be like, it sounds familiar, and then I'll be like, oh, if I hear my tag on there or something, I'll be like, oh, I actually made this beat. I really don't remember until I hear it.
Damn. So what, you just be giving niggas a whole bunch of beats or what?
Or whenever they ask for some beats, I just send them some beats.
When niggas say or, that means the verse was yes. Yes, he does. Or what else? What's the other thing you do? Or
I'll send them like a couple beats at a time.
okay, so you're sending me a whole lot or a couple.
It's one or the other.
But either way, they getting sent.
Yeah.
I need to get the back. I need to get the back. Nigga getting the back from TYDP.
I gotta work on that more though, because a lot of people want beats.
Nigga beats be everywhere. I heard one of his beats on Power last night. Nigga don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, I wouldn't know. I literally wouldn't know. If it was, I literally wouldn't know. Because I've made so many beats that I wouldn't know.
Damn, bro. You gonna have to tighten up on that.
I do. I have to lock in. I have to.
You gotta lock in, man. Make sure you're getting your credit. Make sure you're getting your motherfucking royalties, your publishing, your money. Like, cause you tight. And you have, like, put the beat behind some dope ass songs, like for real, like songs you can play in the club,
right?
Songs you can play in the car, songs you can play at somebody's wedding, at a birthday party, like
right.
You make all type of beats, bro. Like you are very talented, and it's a shame, like if you're not being compensated or not being like fairly compensated or credited.
Right.
So y'all niggas. Turn in them split sheets. Make sure y'all put my nigga on the split sheet. What does TYDP stand for?
Alright, you want the truth?
I don't want the lie. Like I hate when niggas ask me that. Every time when somebody asks me that here, I say, please tell the truth. Like what the fuck? Why would you even ask me that? You think I've been lying to you for like half hour, nigga? I've been telling you the truth. I've been telling you the truth.
Look, I feel it, but look. At first, the name was the Giannis Drip Project, right? Because my real name is Giannis.
Okay.
And it was going to be the Giannis Drip Project. And I had it like that, and I was like confident with it, and I was with it for like a year. And then I was like, I don't like it no more. Like, but it's still, it's like, it's cool, but I don't like the word drip. I feel like that's just not going, I just feel like it's just not going to be around for long.
You took my nigga took the trendy route and regretted it. But I was like, I'm too original.
I was young. I was like 16. I'm like 16. I'm like, I'm on to something. I really wasn't. I really wasn't.
Hey nigga, you dripping sauce right now though. I don't know. Maybe you was on to something. You dripping sauce right now. I don't know. As a matter of fact, I think you was on to something. You was on to something.
Back then maybe, but right now I have
niggas are paying bills.
If Drake was like
dripping shit.
Like Drake was like, what's your name? What does it stand for? I can't tell him the Giannis Drip Project. I can't tell Drake that. I can't. I would have to lie. That's why I said, or do you want me to tell you the truth?
So what's the lie then? What's the honest? What's the quick Drake answer?
So look, I've been thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
I was at dinner.
Yeah.
And I was like, my cousin was like, you should name it the Giannis Dion Project. I'm like, because Dion is my middle name.
Oh, well, there we go. We in there.
No, I don't like that though. That's too federal. You don't think that's federal? If I have my first name and my middle name in my name?
No.
You don't think that's federal? I mean, I guess, but
Kevin Gates' real name.
I mean, I guess. I just thought
we're gonna be sad about Kevin Gates' real name, Kevin Thomas.
I just thought that was super federal, so I was like, nah.
I feel you though.
But I ended up thinking, I was like, I'm gonna make it the Giannis Don Project.
That's very interesting, man. That's interesting as hell. Like everybody got a unique story behind their rap name, whether it's funny, whether it was given, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. Like we all characters. Like we all Marvel superhero characters in this motherfucking, in this comic book, man. So like. It's always good, I feel like, to be able to share your insight on your character without being ashamed or being able to laugh about it like that. You know what I'm saying? So I respect you, bro. Like, I could tell by this interview and sitting down with you, you're a very hard critic on yourself.
I am. Like I said, I overthink a lot.
And you just want to be, you know what I'm saying? You want to be perfection with this shit. And that's what I think is a common quality in producers.
Right, yeah. Really, it really is, because a lot of producers that I be seeing, they want that perfect. Well, not all of them. I feel like the ones that had made it, they just stop caring. A lot of the times, like they'll just make whatever and then just give it to people because it's their name is attached to it.
Right.
But yeah, a lot of like local producers, or underground producers, I should say, upcoming producers, they'll be like a lot more hard on themselves And I feel like they're a lot more hard on themselves. The producer, like you said, the producers are most definitely way more harder on themselves than the artists, I believe. Because when you think of when the artists, sometimes you know, they just put whatever, they just say whatever. But the beat, you gotta put feeling into, you gotta put a lot of thought into the beat, because you gotta remember somebody's gonna try to rap on this beat. If you want people to rap on your beat, you gotta have a good beat, and you don't want to be like, dang, what if somebody think this beat is whack? Like I don't want to just send out garbage beats. Like you never know. Like imagine you just walk down the street and you run into like Lil Baby or something.
Right.
I can't give him no garbage beats. I gotta give him some solid beats. So in my mind, I gotta be ready for anything to happen. Like anything can happen.
Right. It's always good to be prepared. So shout out to It's Gorgeous Music, Presidente, name in the building. Hold on, bro.
Alright.
So, who are some of your like influences in the production world? Like, is there any like producers that you listen to and you like, or you, I don't want to say try to copy or emulate, but like you listen to their shit and you're like, wow, that's a dope ass producer right there.
Okay, it's a couple. I like DJ Mustard a lot.
Okay.
Because I'm garbage at making West Coast beats. I'm trying my hardest to make good West Coast beats. So I gotta learn. I'm still learning. Like even though like I'm in Vegas, I feel like that's just a standard. I have to know how to make West Coast beats.
Are you from Vegas? Born and raised?
Born and raised.
So like, you don't feel like your sound is Vegas? That's good, because we want our sound to be global, and we have all type of sounds and culture in this city.
Right.
So what is a West Coast beat?
Like when you hear West Coast, you think of like Blast, Blueface. You think.
I think of L.A. Them L.A. niggas.
Yeah, but we don't really. You feel me? I feel like Vegas don't have a sound already. Like how. But Vegas don't have a sound exactly. I feel like we're just taking bits and pieces of everything and kind of turning it into one thing. But a lot of people are adapting like that West Coast sound, and the Detroit beats sound very similar to West Coast. They're not the same, but they sound very similar. So I see a lot of Vegas artists doing like Detroit or like West Coast, like Tay Bands, for example. He has like a Blast production vibe. Like that's what I get from him, from his music. And like I don't really know a lot of Vegas artists though. That's like I said, I don't really like be out like that, and like I don't really get in the scene for real. I just like see what's going on. But Selly did make a couple West Coast songs. When I was working with It's a Twin, I made a couple West Coast beats from. He put me on to a lot of West Coast artists.
Yeah.
I don't know much about DB By the Bag. That's
who twin like.
Yeah, he put me on to him, and that's what I was kind of like listening to kind of get his vibe, so I can make some beats for him. So I guess like I can do them. It's just that it's a challenge for me because I don't really listen to West Coast music that much.
Okay.
So that's why I like DJ Mustard, because I don't know how he's able to do it, and he does it so well. Like I feel like that sound that he does, like with Roddy Ricch. It's really like that Roddy Ricch song that he did was what really made me think. I was like, man, that's a really good beat. And then he produced Get Throwed by Don Toliver. And that beat was crazy.
I'm getting thrown off of my head.
Yeah.
I'm getting thrown off of my bed. I don't I like that song.
Right.
I just like Don Toliver. That's my nigga. Like, I fucking love Don Toliver. And he made that shit tight. You know what I'm saying? Because like sometimes Mustard be hit or miss when he go outside of LA.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard for me to listen to Atlanta niggas on Mustard or Don Toliver, a Texas nigga that don't really, like his style of music is so different.
Right, exactly.
So I mean, I do give Mustard his props, man. A part of me think he got niggas like you making the beats and he programming them like Dre. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really think going on, but shout out to him. Who else, bro?
Definitely, for sure, Kanye. For sure,
Kanye West?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
I think he one of the GOATs at this production shit.
Yeah, like I didn't realize that like his sound, like it's really a lot of the old Kanye music, because like I haven't really like tapped into like the newer music, but like if you go back and really listen to his old beats, his old production is crazy. And that's why I like hearing that. I like that it's like really good production. I don't know like what it is about it, but it just sticks to me. I really like his production. Who else? Pierre Bourne. He's he did a lot of like Playboy Cardi beats, stuff like that. It's more on like the younger side.
Yeah.
Of course Metro Boomin.
Yeah.
Of course Metro Boomin.
I like Metro. I like Pierre too.
And who else?
And no one else. Fuck it. You said you was with Nav, bro? You met Nav?
Him too. Nav too.
Nav is a dope ass producer.
Yeah,
and
Nav
writer,
too.
bro.
Nav too.
I like Nav, man. Last year he had like the most streamed album.
That album is fire.
So
that
like,
album is fire.
how is it when you get to meet niggas like Nav, bro?
It was just normal. I don't know why it just felt normal. He was just cool, and then he just got on stage, and then like just everybody was going crazy. I'm like, man, I was just standing right next to him. Like, that's crazy. I don't understand. Like it's cool. Like it's a good feeling, but it just seemed normal. Really, like, he was just a cool dude. He was like, he really was just super chill. Like he didn't seem like he was like on no weird energy. It was all good vibes.
Cool, man. So, are you gonna start performing more? Coming out more?
Of course, I have to. Especially like with this album, I have to. That was like my thought process. I was like, I gotta come up with a fire set list and produce them. I already got a lot of the songs picked out that I want to perform for sure.
Okay.
Like I have, it's like a good two. Like if it's 2 songs that I was only able to perform, I already know exactly
which ones are they?
So it's City on Fire and On Me featuring Reno Rez.
Yeah,
it's a Houston artist.
Yeah, that's a song. Oh, he from Houston? That's a song out there, the one with East God.
Yep.
Yeah. That song
I
is
love
cold.
That song. I love that
song is cold. How do you get the link up with them dudes from Houston and shit like that?
Well, like I was telling you, my cousin, the one that showed me how to even make beats.
Yeah. Where he ended up going? Yeah, let's talk about that.
He's from Vegas, but he moved and he been living in Houston pretty much all his life.
Yeah, okay.
So him and his homeboy put me on to Reno music. I was like, he's hard. Like he's really good. Like I didn't know nothing about him until we reacted to their song on YouTube. And I was like, man, we gotta work with him. Cause as soon as I made that beat, I was like, he has to go on this song. Cause like I really wasn't even thinking about it. I don't know what made me think about him when I was making that beat, but I was like, he has to go on this song. And it just sounds so good.
That shit dope. I thought the song with East God was tight too until I heard the next follow up track. I was like, ooh wee. Oh wee! This shit just sound and it sound hella tight, loud, nigga. Like what? Oh wee! This shit hard, nigga. What the fuck?
Man.
That shit. That's what I like about your album, though, man. Like, just when I think, okay, this is it, nigga, boom, nigga. Like, yo, either it's like a whole different sound or some shit, like it's a whole different turn, or you just like keep upping the motherfucking score. You know what I'm saying? And I think like you a genius, my nigga. You very, you know what I'm saying? You very strategic and you very smart. Appreciate and I can hear that, you know, the brain through the production, through the music, through the rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, was rapping always a part of the plan, bro?
I was scared to rap. That's why I said in my what song was it? Purpose. I said a lot of stuff about that song on purpose. I mean, about how I wanted to actually start rapping on purpose. But I had no plans of doing it at all. Cause like the way how my dad is, he's like one of those dudes that's like, since, you know, he grew up back in the day, he had Jay-Z, Andre 3000, and then the people like in my generation, we're not as lyrical as them, like when it comes to like being like really, really solid rappers. So I was like, I don't even want to touch that. Like they got that. That's what I was thinking. And I was like, why not? Like I'm gonna just try it out. It's not gonna hurt nothing in me trying it. And then it just sound pretty good. Sound pretty good.
Like, oh yeah, well shit, I think I might want to do this for a couple songs, man.
It ain't up. It's definitely not up there with them greats, but it's for sure. It could get to that point eventually.
Facts. If you just work on it, yeah, you just keep working, man. What else do you have in store for the future? Like, what else do we look forward to? What else do you got going?
I have so much in plans. Like, I have so many unreleased songs still. Like that album was long, and I still have a whole bunch of the other songs. Like, I have hundreds of songs that I just play and don't know what to do with them yet. So I'm gonna put another tape together with me and my boy Quan. He's a part of my group 34L. Okay. And I'm gonna try to get some more trips on there too, because I know he just had a baby, stuff like that. So I'm gonna wait till he gets settled in with that a little bit more, and then I'm gonna start bringing him back in that started working with me on the music again. But I for sure want to do that project with Quan, because that so far we only got like 3 songs on it, and that whole thing is fire. Like, the production on it's fire. It's a different sound. It's completely something different that you would even think to hear from somebody like me or even Quan. And I want to do a project with him. I want to do a project with my cousin, High Flacco. I have to, because our sounds complement each other so well.
He on the project too, right?
Yeah, on No Good. Yeah, I want to do a project with him. I need to do a project with Taj Monet. She's on that album too. Yeah. I need to also do a project with Tora. She's also on the album. Yeah. She's from Atlanta.
Okay, cool.
It's like, I have to...
You have some crazy names on there. I didn't know who these people were.
And that's what I wanted. I wanted that.
Was East Guy.
That's what I wanted. Y'all didn't know Rofa Show? Okay, I thought he was like somebody that a lot of people knew of him out here.
Is he from Vegas?
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, I didn't know. And I was like, I wonder if these niggas from Vegas or they young niggas. Like, I didn't know who none of these people was. Bro.
Yeah, I think the only Vegas artist was.
And that's the circus part too. That's the circus element. You had a whole bunch of acts on that motherfucker flipping, nigga.
Feel me? You feel me?
Facts, nigga. Big facts for the Las Vegas legend, nigga.
Man.
Hey, let them know how to reach you, TYDP.
You can reach me on Instagram at _TYDP_. My YouTube is TYDP. Or the other channel, 34L. Got a clothing brand coming out soon.
Oh, shit.
Called Skyer.
That's how you know a nigga seriously start making a clothing brand.
Nah, I'm for real. Like, that clothing brand is going to be fire.
Niggas got to have a little merch.
It gots to. I have to. I'm not. People been asking for it. They're like, "Where the Circus merch at?"
Dang,
like,
let me get some Circus merch. Where's that?
That's what I'm saying.
You got one hat?
One hat.
Yeah,
I got this made in Phoenix. Right after the day the album dropped, I got this made. I was like, I have to. And it was just like a little treat for myself, and to walk around and people ask me, "What's Circus?"
It's my album. It's my album. Check it out. I just dropped it, man. You're in the club just yelling. I just dropped my album, man. Check it out, bro. My nigga did that for the attention. See, that's what you gotta be. You gotta be a walking motherfucking billboard. You know what I'm saying?
People was asking when I was in Phoenix. I was at the Now show. People was like, "You make music?" Da, da, da. And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I make music." And then he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put you on my homeboy. Y'all need to work together. Your music's fire." I'm like, "Okay." Yeah. People and it actually worked. People was actually tapping in my music. We were just standing in a mosh pit. Everybody trying to get my music.
Hey guys, download the link, guys. Make sure y'all download my scan, my URL scan. It's me, TYDP, nigga, the Drip Project.
See? Drip Project is crazy.
Man, you gonna look back on this interview and you're gonna die laughing. You feel
Every
me?
single time.
Hey, it's history though, man. And like, one thing, I just talked to my nigga from Fifth Element. One thing that's very important is always showing up to the show. Everything else gonna happen last. Like, the most important part is actually showing up, bro. Right. So, as long as you where you need to be, bro, and you doing what you need to do, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make jokes. We're gonna give criticism. That's just my job. But at the end of the day, my nigga, you here. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about you. We not talking about me. So, like, you did something right, bro. And I hope that you keep on going. You keep moving forward. Keep making beats. Keep rapping. Keep being unique. You're a unique guy, bro. Niggas come up here all the time with fake ass chains on, just Not everybody. Cause if you was around me with a fake chain, I don't care. I still love you.
I made these.
But you come here with the beads and shells.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just look like something new, bro. Not the typical producer rapper guy. Like I really can appreciate shit like that, man. Keep doing that. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. That's real.
Keep doing that shit because that's original, bro. And we need that. And that is Vegas sound. Just being original. Just us, nigga. Like you just you. That's what I like about my sound and I like about my city. Like we don't gotta copy, but when we do copy, we put our own twist to everything that we do. So like,
definitely,
we very unique. You very unique. You very talented. I'm glad that you came. Shout out to that nigga Ivan. Shout out to your dad. Shit, shout out to your mom too, nigga. Hardworking black woman, even all them motherfuckers. Like that's good, bro. That's good. You a solid nigga, bro. And shout out to everybody you work with that I heard of. The kids, Goldie, Mari, you know what I'm saying? The Goddess, East God Selly, Tay Bands, Perrier, all them people that you have made timeless music with. Shout out. And it's really dope to sit next to you, bro. So yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. Hey, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to YouTube, Kode 7, on the Las Vegas Legends on Instagram. This is my nigga TYDP, man. Make sure y'all add him, man. Hey, book him, bro. Doing right, my nigga. Make him an offer on them beat tapes.
Go hard for this. How the fuck you winning if you lost in this? Niggas think they own so they get off in this. It's easy to get crossed in this. On TOP, we gon' get far from this. Step up in they town and burn it down like I'm a horse.